I'm live. I was expecting an intro. It didn't happen, but we're live. Let me just make sure I've got the audio and everything good, because my last live stream, I went live and forgot to unmute myself. So let me know if you can hear me okay. And yeah, it's getting really, really exciting. Let me just go on to this one as well. There we go. I can see we're live. Can I hear me? Can I hear me? Are we making any noise? So let me know. There we go. Cool. I've not got my mic on either. How cool is that? You would think I should know what I'm doing by now, but flying by the seat of my pants as always. It is getting really, really exciting now. Loads of cool stuff is happening, and we're getting closer and closer to the Performing Hypnosis Summit 2025. Nice 58 days, 13 hours, 27 minutes. That's how long we've got until the conference is actually starting. Bear in mind, before that, we've got some great pre-conference workshops and we've got some great posts as well. I saw Sandra Grace promoting their pre-conference workshop. Do check that out. Sandra and Jennifer do some really cool stuff, and they are like the coach's coach. And so you're going to benefit from years of executive coaching. And yeah, that's going to be great. The great thing about Performing Hypnosis Summit is it's not just about inductions and deepeners and skits. It's also about the marketing and the business side of things as well. And, you know, we have got Richard Barker, Scott McFall that are doing two great courses on that. But again, you know, you need to be getting involved in this. And have you seen on social media, on Facebook and on Instagram, we're kind of sharing those speaker profiles going out there as well. So do make sure that when you see your picture up there, give it a like, give it a share, let people know you're going. I saw Tommy V posting about the pre-talk talk that he's going to be doing as well. That's going to be fascinating and interesting. And here's the great thing about the summit. It's like, you know, we don't subscribe to any denomination as such. So it doesn't matter who you've trained with, who you want to train with, you know, whatever camp that is, it is completely fine. There will be some people at the summit that you probably don't necessarily agree with. There'll be some people you absolutely love. Here's the thing. What makes that special is it means that there's different people from different genres, from different styles, with different experiences, that you can learn from, that you can network with. And what's great about the summit is you can have two people that disagree, still can get along. Yeah. Speaking of disagreeing with and getting along with, look who is here.
Yes.
Jim, how are you?
I'm doing great, buddy. Thanks for holding down the fort till I got here.
So look what I've got here. I've got the FESH, the Federation of Ethical Stage Hypnotists coffee mug.
Wow.
I was at the UK Hypnosis Convention, which was a great convention, to be fair. And what was really interesting is FESH were there. They had a table and they had a member of FESH that was there promoting it. So that was really great. And it was nice to see, I think, 4 members of Aisha walking around the conference with their pins on as well. So,
oh,
yeah. So,
how long has FESH been around? Federation of Ethical?
Probably about 30 years, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's a UK based one, so yeah.
Gotcha. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. Was there any rivalry? Was there any brawling? Any? Hey, was there any protesting? Because I'd like to see if there's some protesting.
There was no protesting, but it was really funny that this is not the professional opinion of Performing Hypnosis Summit or Karen Saunders. This is just Grant. But it was quite interesting. The person that was there, who's a well-respected hypnotist, I kind of went, "Oh, absolute pleasure to meet you." And they've looked at my name badge and gone, "Oh, Grant Saunders. I've heard of that name." And I was like, "Oh, I would think so too." So yeah, so it was. So there's no rivalry as such,
because they don't know who you are.
Yeah. So I don't know if it was a momentary lapse of concentration or whether it was a slight. I don't know. I'm assuming it wasn't a slight.
You know what? Maybe it's because they remember you from this.
Could be.
Yeah.
I think the bitch in me did retort back with, "Oh, are you are you still doing shows? But no,
at your advanced age, are you still doing?
yeah, exactly. So no, a great person, well-respected hypnotist. So, and I must admit, the UK Hypnosis Conference was a great conference as well. And again, nice to see a couple of stage guys there. Graham Webber was there. There was a few nice entertainers there as well. So it's nice to see that as well.
Oh,
So, yeah.
good. I can't wait to meet him. He'll be at PHS.
Oh, brilliant.
Right?
Yeah, really great guy. Did I see a new speaker?
I don't think so.
Oh,
Maybe.
I was going to speak to you before the live. Let me just send you a message. Well, I'll not announce that speaker whilst we're on the live. But yeah, I think we may have a last minute person join us who is fantastic.
Awesome. Can you?
Yeah, I'm just trying to think
okay,
why I've got the notification and you didn't.
Oh, you know what? I thought, because here's the thing, because when we get those notifications, it's the same as if somebody signs up or if somebody buys a ticket.
Yes.
So I didn't take a minute to look at it yet. So let me just look here and I'll see what you're talking about, Grant.
Just have a quick look on there, because I think, I mean, you mentioned that one speaker has had to pull out for work. I think this is a great person to add to that, but we'll announce them next week because I think they are such a great addition to the conference. There we go. Thank you very much.
There it is. Sorry to interrupt.
There it is.
Great guy.
Absolutely fantastic guy. So yeah, I got a WhatsApp message the moment he submitted it and went da-da-da, and I'm like, wow, that's awesome. So I thought Jim's going to be pumped about having a celebrity hypnotist.
Exactly. I mean,
yeah.
Besides us, you mean a third celebrity?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So really excited for that. So I'm going to get his image put together, and then next week. So make sure you join us next week for this super cool announcement. So yeah,
we have to wait till next week.
Well, I mean, do you want to tell them?
I'm happy to tell.
Oh, cool. I mean, make sure you email them back to let them know they've been accepted.
But
yeah, let's have a drum roll. An additional last minute speaker come on, and an absolute, a fantastic hypnotist that does great for promoting hypnosis to a much wider audience.
He does.
Give a drum roll, and Jim will announce the name.
So you may know him from such work as getting Howie Mandel to shake his hand without a glove.
Boom.
He tours all over the probably the country, the world, all that. Fabulous guy. I mean, really, really cool guy to talk to. You're going to want to meet this guy, Chris Jones. Everybody.
Star of America's Got Talent and everything else. Put hypnosis on the map again for a younger generation. Chris Jones will be joining us at PHS in Vegas. So excited for that.
I mean, we haven't actually discussed, or should we accept him? I don't know.
I don't know what you think. What you think? I think just this once we'll let him join us.
He's such a nice guy. Who could say no to Chris Jones?
Exactly. So super excited for that.
That's exciting.
And again, so busy, such a busy schedule. Great performer, doing great work. So yeah, really excited.
Yeah. Interestingly too, because we have had some people drop out because they booked shows, and then we have people like Chris Jones who's probably missing some bookings. And is going to make it out. I think some people really value that networking time and that learning from each other. And I think that's, I mean, it's not for, and here's the thing, it's not for everybody. It really isn't.
Here's the thing. My first venture out kind of thing into some of the conference stuff was Tommy V and Michael DeShalit and Jerry Valley did a great conference in Vegas, the Ultimate Stage Hypnosis Conference many years ago. And it was in January, so I could get out there as a working performer. I could never take the time off to do like Hypno Thoughts and any other conferences, but that was in January. So I thought, I can do that. I took my money, got my backpack, and off I went to Vegas for that conference. And it was at that conference when I realized, the connections that are made at those conferences far outweigh the $1,000, $2,000 of the show that you're going to make. At that conference, I met Jeff Bennick, a long-term friend, now great guy. At that conference, I met Paul Ramsey. I met Michael DeShalit. I made those connections who are now classed as colleagues in the industry. Andy Venning, again, Australia, some great people. And that's what these conferences are about. It's about making those connections, those friendships, those networks with your colleagues, and learning from people that are really kind of walking their talk. And so after that, I then went on to the HypnoBiz New York, where I met you, and look at the connection that again has made from a conference. So that's how important these things are. And this is dedicated to stage stuff. So, we're not going to be having sound baths. Not that there's anything wrong with a sound bath. And do you know what? We might have a sound bath. I'm not out. It's not completely out of the question.
It's not off the table. It's just we're not planning to have one.
I was at a fairly corporate meeting a couple of weeks ago with a client who's quite woo-woo. And I'm like, did you? And she's quite attractive as well. I'm like, did you have a good weekend? And she's went, oh, I had a gong bath. And I'm like, listen, what are you doing in your own business? In your own time? Which I thought was hilarious. But no, a gong bath is the same thing. It's a sound bath. So yeah, it was it was an interesting meeting. But yeah,
well, actually, oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, but it's the great thing with these conferences is, again, if someone is a bit more spiritual than you, it's okay. If someone is more direct and believes that you shouldn't be doing, you don't need to do inductions, you don't need to do suggestibility tests. Right. It's okay. It's okay to learn from different people. There is no right way to be successful in stage hypnosis. But I think the right way to do it is by having those networks, having those colleagues get involved.
Yeah, I agree, 100%. I mean, you think about the few $1,000s that we may have lost going to HypnoBiz, and that's paid off in money, and also in what we've created since then together, as a team. I mean, wow. And then all the other people that become involved. Sean Kostiak involved. And then Casey and all of our team of on the board that are helping us make decisions, like Richard Cole and Dan Goyette, and that's it, I think. Yeah.
For now.
Yeah. And plus Casey and Sean. So I mean, it really does pay off. It definitely does. But I get it. I mean, if you're broke, you need to go work. So go work.
Yeah, and you know what? That's a great way of looking at it. If you're looking at investing in your stage hypnosis career, whether that's being you're a hypnotherapist and you're looking at how can the performance side enhance your practice, then the conference is going to be good for you. Mm-hmm. If you're starting out and you're wanting to get better, then the conference is going to be right for you. Yeah. If you need more bookings, then yes, you need to take that work first. But if you need more bookings, then maybe the conference is right for you. And it's here's the thing, and this is why I struggled for years. I wanted to be the best stage hypnotist in the world,
right?
And so I'm out there as a solopreneur making solo mistakes. And the thing is when we all work together, those mistakes, they become fractions, because I can learn from your mistakes, you can learn from mine, and that's just the two of us. We can know this doesn't work for marketing, but this has worked for me, and we start to we fail forward quicker. We make those mistakes as a group quicker, so we get better quicker. Hypnotherapists have been doing it for years with all their conferences. They work together, they're sharing ideas and stuff all the time. The great thing with this conference is this is just for the performance side of stuff, so it's going to be great.
And I got to say, Grant, I had the same thing. It's like, I want to be the greatest stage hypnotist of all time, the whole world. But when I found out, when I actually started working with others and actually building them up, I became way more successful.
Yeah.
Way more successful.
And it's when you start out, I think it's about ego. I want to be the best. Look at me. Look at what I can do. And then once you do have a little element of success, it then becomes, it's quite a shallow goal that's not very fulfilling to be good at what you do. It's when you help other people be good at what they do. When I can speak with someone that is, I would consider a much better hypnotist than me, that may on some level be a lot more successful than me, but then I can go, listen, what about live streaming? What about doing this for your business as well? And you can help them. You can share something that you've got which fits the jigsaw puzzle for them a little bit more. That makes me feel great. When I have legends in the industry asking me my advice on this little thing that I know, that makes me feel great. And then I can swap that for something that they know about. If I want to know about writing a book, Jim, you're the guy I'm going to speak to, because I know that I know you know the struggle of being an author and getting that across the finish line. So yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that reminds me too. And I don't remember if we talked about this last week or not, but there've been a couple people in a nice way, but kind of wondering maybe why we have certain speakers, because they're not the ones that are full time in the college market or doing the comedy clubs all the time, and maybe they're not even full time yet. But like you said, everybody that we have that are going to be presenting have their specialty. They have their
Exactly.
special thing. And so you're going to learn from them. And I got to tell you, I have learned I learned from people that have been doing this for a couple of years. Some of them are more, and I'll give you a great example, AI. I'm still kind of learning that, but there are people in our business that are diving deep, man, and learning, and we can learn from them. And then you teach them more stagecraft stuff. So, I mean, it really is just all coming together. And there's not a single speaker that we have on that you shouldn't try to watch, whether it's, you'll get the videos when you come live. We need to make sure that you don't have to decide, it's like a lot of conferences. You're like, oh, should I go to this one? Should I go to that one? You go to the ones that you want to live. And then later on up to 60 days, I believe is what the thing is. You got 60 days then to listen and watch all the ones you missed.
Yeah, exactly. And here's the thing, it's exactly what you said. The world has changed so much, especially marketing wise. And, we've got great people like Terry Stokes that when it comes to creating routines and being funny, that guy has got charisma for days. But Terry's probably not the person I'm going to go to for social media marketing.
Or AI.
or AI. But he's not, but he's got a different skill set. But the thing is he could learn from somebody else that is doing great stuff with AI.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what it's about. It's about there's different speakers across different topics, but all of them are going to benefit your stage hypnosis business in some way, shape, or form. Whether it's marketing, whether it's pre-talk, whether it's skits, whether it's routines, whether it's your own mental health as well during that whole process, all of that is going to be absolutely amazing.
Absolutely.
Oh, it feels like this is an evangelical infomercial. You know what I mean? Bam.
Well, we are very evangelical about this cause. This is our third year doing it. It's been every year we've done it, it's been an even bigger success. We get even more people go, oh wow, starting to take notice and going, oh, I want to be involved in this.
Yeah. And again, it's about that moment, the first year, that virtual that we did, when you get people in the same room that may have been rivals for 30 years, when they start a connection and they start sharing ideas, that for me was like magical. That's when I knew we had something. And then I was worried about that first in-person year. And again, seeing the people there, speaking to Lisa Kunchik,
I think. Yeah.
Kunchik. I blame my British accent. Listening to her talking about the connections that she made. And again, the important thing of having the female stage hypnotist really well represented there as well. And in a safe environment, it just felt great. And just somebody, I'm not saying the word, but somebody at the Catherine Hickland party, said that how the event was life-changing. To have that type of an impact in a positive way on someone is just, that makes it all worthwhile. And it's not about us being the stars. Sometimes we don't even get a chance to speak.
We don't.
It's like everyone else having that platform to speak.
Yeah.
And if we can be, for now, the orchestrators, the conductors to kind of get people in that place and share that information, then that makes me a happy chap.
That's it's funny because a lot of people, they'll create something so that they have an opportunity to speak and stuff, and we decided from the beginning, we're like, we're going to go last. If there's space available, we will do something, and it's worked out great. I mean, I'm kind of bummed that I don't think I've spoken yet. You did once,
yes,
but I'd much rather, I want to get those other people up there, and maybe I'll speak one of these days. There was I think there was something else, but that's about it. It's about elevating you all. That's what it's about.
Exactly.
Maybe sound corny, but that's what we're all about. We're trying to elevate you all.
And do you know what? It's about elevating hypnosis to make it,
Yep.
a more mainstream, more acceptable form of entertainment. And again,
Yep.
which like great having Chris Jones on board, because he was on one of the biggest platforms in the world today, America's Got Talent, showcasing hypnosis.
Yep.
And was in the news and media the world over for what he did. And again, he did it in such a way that not only was it entertaining, it also touched on the kind of hypnotherapy side of things, of helping people with, OCD and that, germophobia. It was
Right.
just incredible. And so, yeah, learning from people that have done that stuff, that have walked the talk. Even Jonathan Royal, Alex Smith, a very controversial character, love him or hate him. And some people have said to me, like, why have we got him on there? The guy has decades of experience and has the brunt of lots of negative media, and has had to deal with that. And there's lessons to be learned within that. And so learn it from someone that has been through that and understands it's not just about doing whatever it is to get your name in the paper, because, things cannot always go your way.
Yeah.
As he very, very much knows.
I think he's on the other end of that though. So that's good. That'll be
exactly. But that's taken 15, 20 years
wow
to come through that. And so, a controversial character, but, who else is going to teach you about the negative side of the media? And especially when there is so many of us that believe, if we can just get on TV, if we can just do this, then we'll be famous, then all the bookings will come in. Yeah. The problem with that is the media companies are there to sell media. They're not there to sell hypnosis. And so there is a learning you can get there, and no one understands that more than him as well. And then again, we have people that are just legends in the industry that are just incredible to learn from. So yeah, again,
Indeed.
Kevin Lapine, a current Vegas headliner. No one can teach you more about working and forewarning shows in Vegas than Kevin at this moment in time, and the challenges that faces.
I picked up 2 or 3 tips for my, and I don't do a Vegas show, but just for my regular show, 2 or 3 tips just from him. And I'll give you guys all a freebie. One of them is getting these. He got these signs, these like I don't know, it's a pullover thing for his chairs on stage that has his brand on it. Hypnosis Unleashed, Kevin. I mean, that's so awesome. So people, when they're taking photos, videos, when they're watching, your brand is right there. I mean, that's fantastic.
I'm getting some T-shirts made for my show that says "Damn, I'm sexy."
Damn right. Hell yeah.
Cool, but yeah, it's really exciting. I'll pop up a quick link to the. That says 65 days. That's an old image we have. It is 58 days until the conference, which is really cool. There is the pre and post conference link there as well, and that is to the Richard Barker Marketing Mastery course as well.
Yes.
So we are an ICBCH, which again, we've not touched much on that today, but straight after our conference, we've got Richard's marketing course. And then after that, it's the ICBCH in Las Vegas. Wow.
Yeah. So, I mean, really, in about 10 days, you can do 2 hypnosis conferences, a bunch of workshops. And we say we do have a couple of people that have signed up for pre and post and are going to ICBH. Richard's conference also. Richard
there's a movement at the moment, I think, amongst people in the industry, and it's quite right. And we talk about it like, you don't need to do lots and lots of training. It's a big movement at the moment, and a lot of it is about building that confidence. You do a course over a weekend and you're like, oh, am I good enough still? Am I good enough? You do a week-long course, am I good enough? Am I good enough? I believe when you come to this conference, you've got that pre-conference workshop, the conference itself to network and build your confidence up, the post-conference, the marketing course, and then ICBCH. At the end of that, you are going to be on fire. Yeah. Your confidence is going to be up here. And the learnings you're going to have during that process is probably going to be 5 times more than your average hypnotist that is out there working today. Yeah. And so you're going to come away with some tools, with some resources, and a confidence and a belief in yourself that is going to knock it out the park.
Totally. And I know some people have some people are starting to catch on to that. I see more people are writing about that. We talked about this like 7 years ago. That was my first course my first class at HypnoThoughts was Launch Now, because I just kept seeing all these, people that were trained, but they just weren't doing it.
Yeah.
So this is really your opportunity, guys. I do want to let you know too, we have a Black Friday sale this week. We'll be posting the link. Yeah, the first 10 vendor spots are going for $200 each. $200. After that, they're going to be $250, and then after January 1st, probably $300. We haven't figured that out exactly, but so
awesome.
Good deal. Yeah, for 24 hours. You got 24 hours. It'll probably start around 9 a.m. I'll post it because I've got to activate the link. So when I get up.
Awesome. Cool. Yeah, it's really exciting. It's really exciting times. And again, it is that countdown now. So if you're looking for, if you're looking for a treat for yourself for Christmas, then this is it. You get to get a trip to Las Vegas. You get to improve your business, and you get to network with, stars of stage and screen as well.
Yeah, that's what's so cool, dude. We're actually hanging out with literal stars.
Yes,
literal stars of stage and screen.
I couldn't believe it last year. I was I was shocked. Do you know what I mean? And so, cool. We couldn't ask for anything more. So if you're not there, why not?
Exactly.
That's the thing. So cool. Right. So guys, don't forget, if you see a speaker that you absolutely love as well, we're posting those images on Facebook and Instagram. Feel free to share the love for those as well. Get in the comment section and get involved as well. So speakers, get in the comment section. Let people know what you're talking about, because that's a great way of getting feedback before you talk. So you kind of get what those questions people are going to ask. So you get to get the feel of the room. So when it comes to the time of the actual conference, you can really fine tune that talk so it's really specific for the people in the room, which is a really powerful resource. So yeah, cool. Get your tickets now.
Yeah.
Cool. That's it for me. Anything else, Jim?
That's it.
Cool,
awesome, everybody.
See you next week, where we will be live at exactly this time every Tuesday until the conference, and we might do a little bit of live at the conference as well. Yeah. Cool. Take care. See you in Vegas.